Hi, this is Shane with Seattle Software Corporation. Thanks for checking out our quick little demo of our trade show management software, Shogo. Now there is a lot to the software, and I'm trying to give you as much as I can in a short amount of time, but really the goal is to get you to go to our website or give us a call and set up a one-on-one demo so we can really get into how Shogo can help you in your company. A quick little background about the company. We've been around since 2000, so going on 11 years now. And if you go to seattlesoftware.com, you can check out some of our clients that have been relying on Shogo year after year, actually day in and day out, and use the software to help manage. A lot of Fortune 100 and 500 companies there that rely on Shogo every day. Now here's the software. We modeled, so to give you a little background about the software, it's modeled after Microsoft Outlook, and really the intention is, what it does is it helps you keep track of everything surrounding trade shows and events. So your budget, your expenses, return on objectives, your tasks, your inventory you take to the show, scheduling, every single thing that surrounds a trade show or event goes into this software. We modeled it after Microsoft Outlook to give you a really easy, it's intuitive, but it gives you a great look and feel, but it's really easy to use. The bottom line is if it's not an easy to use tool, people won't use it. So we made it very easy to use. The essence of the software is really to have a single location for all that information I mentioned. Also to use technology to leverage the work that you do. There's a lot of redundancy with trade shows, and the software uses wizards and templates to make your life easier. But also, really it's about communication. Whether you're communicating to management about budget and expenses, to the personnel going to the show about the schedule and where they're supposed to be and when, or you're communicating to yourself about the tasks and logistics that you have to do. It's really about communication. So with Shogo, we make it very easy to use, but we also make it really easy for you to output that information, whether it's to yourself or to other people. A couple of highlights about the software just is the fact that it's very customizable. Here is a look of your events in a linear format as opposed to the month format that we have. And you can pick up columns, you can move them around, you can do quick filters, you can group, so you want to group by the type of event. Now you have the different groupings here, and you can expand to see the shows that go under these different categories. Now every screen that you see within Shogo allows you to export to Excel very simply. Click on File, Export to Excel, and all this information goes out into Excel. We have reports for all the information that you see as well, but that exporting to Excel feature is really handy because really what it's doing is allowing you to customize the screen the way that you want to see it, change the colors of the events, the columns. You can even add or remove columns that you don't see. So if I want to add the end date for the show, I just simply click on there. And all of these columns that don't have check marks means I can add that to the list. So you can customize the look and feel and then output it to Excel very simply. And that customized workspace means that you're using software that isn't necessarily customized for you and your company, but it allows you to work in a way that make you feel like it's customized for you. Some of the things that it keeps track of, all of these, obviously all of your contacts, and Shogo comes preloaded with 100 of the major convention centers, Champion, Freeman, GES, some of the regional offices for those labor contractors. All of your tasks in one location, all of your inventory is listed here. I'm going to get into one show to show you exactly what Shogo can do to keep you organized. When I double click on this event, the exhibitor show, the event form pops up, and this event form has every single bit of information for this exhibitor show. I don't need to go anywhere else. I don't need to learn about different forms and pop-ups and different screens. Everything is contained within one of these modules here. Very easy, intuitive user interface. All the major cities in the country are preloaded, but if I want to add something, maybe I want to look at the Mandalay Bay and get the details about this venue. I simply click on the button here with 3 dots. The vendor details forms pops up. I've got the address here. Maybe I need to make a phone call to them. Here's the number. I make the call, close the form, and it goes right back to the event form. So I can drill down and get to more detailed information very rapidly and then get back to the event form without being lost in pop-ups and forms and different types of different areas. It's all centrally located. The tasks are right here for this exhibitor show, and you can add them one by one, but we have templates as well. The templates are a great way, as I mentioned when I first started talking here, to add, to use technology to your benefit. A lot of redundancy with trade shows and events. You can set up your own templates, really easy to do, and then you can apply them to any show that you go to. The scheduling is a great place for putting all this information about who's going, when they're departing, where they're supposed to be. So here's a list of everyone that's going to the show, and again, they're all pull downs from your contact list. And then the schedule is what happens during the show. Install, dismantle, breakfast, dinner, exhibit hours. You can schedule people for booth duty. So you schedule here who's supposed to be where and when, and you can even do reservations like hotel, flight arrangements, and of course Shogo has all of the major airlines and airports preloaded, and you can add hotels as you go to hotels. And I mentioned communication is really big with Shogo. Well, now that you have this information in the software, how do you get it out? Well, you can always export to Excel on every screen, or you can click on Create Appointment. This is going to open up your Outlook or Lotus Notes, grab all the pertinent information. It's going to create a new appointment in your calendar as the organizer of this event, and then it's going to already automatically address all the people that you've already assigned to the show. So you don't have to type in anything else. It's going to put in the dates of the event as the dates of the appointment. It's going to grab this whole schedule information, and it's going to grab the booth information, location. So a lot of information that you've already entered in the software is going to be exported into Outlook or Lotus into a new appointment, and then all you have to do is hit send. If they want to go to the show, if they hit accept, it goes into their calendar, which means it's going to synchronize with their BlackBerry, Palm Pilot, whatever they, or Palm, or Android, whatever they have. So that's another way of getting the information out. One of the reports under scheduling itinerary by personnel is another way of getting information out to people. This information, this report that we're looking at right here, can be sent out as a PDF, a Word document, or Excel. So here's the exhibitor show. I clicked on View. 2 clicks, I get all the information that I would send to the people going to the show, and without having to do very much work at all. This is going to give you the start and end dates, general information about the show here, even gives them a 10-day weather forecast, so that's a live link they can click on to find out what to wear to the show. It's going to list all the people going to the show. It's going to automatically grab their picture that you have in their profile plus their cell phone, so they can all contact each other when they get to the new city. This way they can organize a sales meeting, maybe even a ride from the airport. Here's a schedule. And many of you that organize trade shows and events probably create an itinerary or some sort of general information report like this for every single report, every single show. With Shogo, you put the information in the software, and again, we have wizards and templates to make that very easy with drop-down lists and so on. And then you can create these reports and email them out very, very easily, saving you a lot of time. So you can email as a PDF, Excel, or Word, and you can say, I want to send it out to all the people for this show. So again, you don't have to look up anybody. If they're already assigned to this event, they'll get that report. The financials is a very robust section where you can keep track of the budget versus actual expenses. So if I click on the budget tab, here's a list of Shogo comes preloaded with about 75 budget and expense items. Of course, we have templates for you as well, so you can set up a template for, let's say, a 10 by 10 booth or a 10 by 20 booth. And then you have invoices here. And again, there's a lot of information that I'm going over on this demo, but it's really to get you interested in contacting us to set up a one-on-one web demo with us. All of your inventory goes here, even notes and attachments. You can attach the exhibitor manual, the website where you order the services from. And one of the reports I do want to show you is this budget versus expense matrix report. This is a great report for looking at expenses over time. And you can really evaluate what you're spending in different categories of expenses, like freight, conference fee, promotional, and so on. So here's the timeline on the top. And what's nice about the software, or about Shogo reports, is they're malleable. You can actually expand the different columns here and work with the report as it's a report before you, quote unquote, freeze it as an Excel, PDF, or Word document. So you can really work with it. And if you want to say collapse and look at 2010 as a whole, you can just hit the collapse, and then all the information, of course, will be summed. You can look at the bottom here and get the summation of that budget versus actual. A nice pie chart so you can easily looks like we might have had a little difficulty with the audio. We'll continue to see if this is still going. And then you can look at the expenses that are broken down by category here. And of course, you have the ability to filter. So if I wanted to get just what we spent in freight and services for this time frame, I can do that and click on View, and it quickly gets that information out. So now you can start asking questions that maybe you wouldn't ask prior, or you can provide information to management, whoever, that it was too difficult to get before, but now that you can produce these reports with Shogo very easily, you'll start asking those questions. Finally, we have an event duplication wizard. And what this does is it duplicates everything from one event to the next. And it does it in a smart way. It doesn't just copy information over. It'll adjust all the dates for you on all of your tasks. One of the coolest features that it does to save you literally hours is it will create a budget for the second event based on the first event. You can base it on the first event's actual budget, base it on the first event's actual expenses, but you can also say, I want to base it on the actual expenses for the first event, but I want to knock it up 10%, 8, 9, 10%, whatever you see fit. So there's a lot of options that you can choose for this wizard. It doesn't just dump everything over. So this budget, I can create a budget for the second event, knock it up 10% right there. Very, very handy to do. I'm not going to run through this. I want to make this a short demo. Again, the goal is to have you contact us for a one-on-one demo so we can show you exactly what Shogo can do for you. Thanks for tuning in.